Hey everybody, it's at Amanda Renee for Bolt Journal, and it's behind the scenes week, part two. So it's workshop Thursday, but I'm going to take you to my workshop about Bolt and show you what I'm doing in the workshop to retool and redo how we're going to do mini deep dive Mondays. I'm so excited. So Mini Deep Dive Mondays, so far, I try to keep them under 12 minutes. I don't even know if I'm allowed to go over because I've never tried because I don't want you guys to feel like, are you done yet? So, we try to keep them to 12 minutes, and it's usually whatever I've been inspired about that week or whatever I'm feeling that week. And that was cool for the beginning, but I actually, are you ready for this? I have a lesson plan for mini deep dives. My little special thing that I made up, it might look familiar to you. I was inspired by some of the goal setting books that I was reading when I first started doing Bolt journaling, but then I was like, these are all really categorized and externally driven and sound kind of not me, not a good fit. Like finances are over here and relationships are over there, and wealth and health, or bleh, health. I said finances, health and wellness. I mixed that up. It was just kind of scattered and compartmentalized, and I didn't like that. So I wanted to think about how to look at it from the inside out, how to have value based goal setting for personal growth. And like, I totally have other normal goals about all those things that I mentioned, but as far as like spiritual based goals, it's wonderful to be like, oh, I'm growing and I'm trusting the process, and yes, do that. It's really cool to have a tool to specifically see where things are changing or where your growth opportunity areas are, as far as things in your heart and things in your soul and things in your spiritual abilities. So that's my little wheel that I made. And I got into, obviously, the chakra conversation during grad school. I'm not a Reiki master. All I know is the colors and the meanings since I've been into it. I'm just using it as a way to see the interconnectedness. I can just hear my mom now. It's all connected. Thanks, Mom. The interconnectedness of how manifesting certain values hits all those different categories of your life and will just automatically produce results if you're growing from the inside out. If you have outside in goals, that's great. Keep going for it. Some mini deep dive Mondays. I was so excited. I almost said mini deep dive Mondays are going to focus on one of each of the 7 words or values used to describe a chakra, or if you want to call it a heart zone or whatever you want to call it, category, whatevs. When I started studying it, most of the sorry, that's my mom talking to me right now about workshop Thursday. Anyways, most of the words on different teachings and articles about chakra really agreed with each other. Like the heart chakras, everybody agrees one of the words for it is love and trust and healing, etc. So I just wrote those down when I first started looking at it, and that was how I started sort of creating a new tool for a new way to see myself and see my growth areas and what was going on. It's not about losses and gains and you want a high score on everything. It's not a credit score. It's just about sitting with where you are and being able to get really clear and really specific with where you are and what you're manifesting. So this was the thing that last year I was talking about I want to do a webinar on. I'm not going to go through, I can't teach the whole thing in 12 minutes. I wish I could and you'd be able to understand me and I wouldn't be talking a million miles a minute, but that's not realistic. So if at the end of the year there's enough people interested or have enough comments or whatever, we'll make that happen for you. I would love to do a webinar and teach this, make this circle thingy and all the cool stuff, show you how to score things, and I really love it for me, and I want everybody to have as good of a time with it as I do for them. And if you don't, that's fine. So, mini deep dive Mondays, we might run out of the year before we run out of mini deep dives. Because for me, I use, let me count, 3, 4, 5. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I thought it was 8, but then I wasn't sure, so I wanted to count because I want to tell you wrong. I have 8 slices in my pie, or my pizza. I have 8 slices in my pizza because I actually put one more than the body chakras, which is the 8th chakra, which is the first chakra of your soul. It's the seat of your soul chakra. It's so cool and exciting. So because it's 8 times 7, it's more weeks than we have left right now, even with me combining some of the things. Because, for example, intuition and clairvoyance, sort of having the similarities, the compare and contrast of them, that's going to be one mini deep dive together. But I don't know, we'll just keep going. Maybe we'll just do a whole bunch of the 8th chakra attributes. That's the word I was looking for. Attributes, not values and adjectives. Doing. Maybe we'll just do a whole bunch of the cool attributes like next year for New Year's. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, even though I know more of what's going to happen now that I have this plan that popped up. So let me know. I think for sure I'm probably going to start from the bottom up, like most practices do anyway. So mini deep dives, we're going to start on the root chakra and just work our way through. Totally can message me about anything, like always. So don't forget, this was our workshop Thursday. I know I keep saying mini deep dive Mondays, but this is me showing you how I'm retooling, and hopefully because of a little more structure of the plan, it'll have more space for more conversations and be more helpful to you guys. If you're like doing your bullet journal and you're doing art reflections, you're like, I think there's something about this, or I think something's missing here, or I feel like I'm supposed to work on something, but I'm not sure. Maybe getting really specific with these attributes will help you hear yourself on that. I really hope that it's as awesome for you to study these as it has been for me. So, do you want to know the list? Because it's a lot. You ready? Here we go. Stability, vitality, loyalty, prosperity, patience, tenacity, career. That was the root chakra. Joy, creativity, adaptability, sensuality, fertility, pleasure, sexuality. Don't worry if some of these sound scary, because for me, I had to retool and look up extra definitions of some of the words because I was like, fertility, what? I don't have kids. But there's a deeper soul explanation for, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, fertility is the ability to utilize and produce resources to nurture beings, dreams, and organizations and communities around you. Nothing necessarily to do with kids unless you're in that mode of life. So, next we got power, confidence, humor, charisma, will, leadership, mental clarity, love, trust, healing, equanimity, which I cannot say quickly or write quickly because I mess it up. Maybe there's something I need to learn about that. I don't know. Compassion, connection, surrender, truth, purpose, expression, artistry, service, synchronicity. Those are heaven hints, by the way. Communication, vision, intuition, dreams, insight, perception, empathy, clairvoyance, unity, wisdom, awareness, intelligence, understanding, miracles, bliss, resilience, transformation, self-acceptance, spiritual clarity, activation of the spiritual gifts, ultimate purpose, and love consciousness. So, aren't you glad it's only one thing a week? So we're going to explore those together, and some weeks the workshop Thursday will maybe reflect something about a tool or a habit tracker or an exercise or an art reflection about manifesting that week's attribute, but not necessarily, because sometimes we just need to have fun, and sometimes we just need to make things, and sometimes I'm just going to surprise you because it's not necessarily, there are no rules and those are the rules, and I'm not necessarily going to stick to the theme just because. So, because you can't make me. You probably could if you messaged me and said, hey, I really want to see an exercise on this. I'd probably do that for you. I'd make that happen. So as always, guys, please, oh please, oh please, and thank you so much already for sharing this with your friends. Tell people about Facebook page, has everything that's going on. YouTube has all the social media links. There's so many resources, guys. I have a whole Pinterest board just for you for how to get started. I have a whole set of playlists that go with my YouTube channel for specifics about different things and aspects that you want to, a whole thing about washi tape and a whole thing about indexing. And I just want all the things for you to hashtag death to planner shame and be so excited and I got stuck for a second because I was just thinking about all the awesome things that can happen with your with your bullet journal. Oh, that's nuts. So this is Amanda Renee for Bolt Journaling, Bolt Culture, Death to Planner Shame. I'm so excited about the rest of this year for mini deep dives. And if you are part of the Soul Sisters on Fire, or part of the Magic of Being With group, or part of the Leslie cohort, or part of the Women of Power and Praise group, please feel free to message me if you would like to guest speak on one of these topics for the Mini Deep Dive Mondays. So this is Amanda Renee for Bolt Journal. Again, hashtag Death to Planner Shame. I'll see you guys later. Bye.